I want to talk a couple plays from the Packers game against the Vikings that utilizes what is something that we're seeing a little more coming back in vogue with these two high looks, and the Packers use them. This play here is kind of more the basic look, and it doesn't end up going the way that they want it to go. But there is a nice example earlier in the game that we're going to get to, but I kind of want to set the stage first. So this is called the China concept, and basically what it is, it's an in cutter, or in this case, kind of you get in cut and then kind of whether you want to call that a return, a whip, or a pivot, or whatever you want to call it. Basically, the outside receiver runs an in cut, the inside receiver runs a corner route. Now, what we'll see with this one, this concept in general, so this is one, again, like I said, we haven't seen too much lately. This is an old West Coast concept. It's kind of, I grouped this and Smash together. Smash is the same thing, except over here, instead of an in cutter, it's basically just a curl, but it's the same basic idea. China just has an in cutter there. It's an old West Coast concept, supposed to have been created by Lindy Infante, the late Packers coach, kind of an old West Coast guy, but it is an old West Coast staple. And like I said, we haven't seen it a whole lot lately, and the reason for that is we've seen a more single high as things have gone. Again, single high, what you'll see, and we'll show this here. If it's a single high safety there, the ways you're attacking it are you've got here, or you're running away from him, right? You're not running towards him, and it doesn't really do you a whole lot of good to kind of, I don't know, hit that over there. You're looking for the big play, so you're running away from him. And so what the Packers have done, what a lot of teams have done, it's something, it's a smash fade. So it's you've got that over here, and then it's kind of a fade over the top, because if you're looking at against a single high, that guy, and a lot of times the Packers will run mirrored. I've talked about this before, but you've got the both on either side, and so that's a long way for that guy to cover. So you're kind of fading out. You're making that harder, and it's more of a vertical route. It's kind of, you can gain more yards off of it. With defenses returned to too high, which is kind of here, we'll say, you can't really. It's harder to do that. Because when you're fading like that, that guy's got more time to make up room. There's shorter room for him to run away for, and you also split safety, so you're running the same on both. And so what teams have started doing to combat that, then you've got those two high safeties, they go back to smash. And what that does, that'll put those guys, or in this case, China. And what those guys will do, it puts that guy in conflict, and so it's basically a two-man game. So we've got, we'll just do this, bum, 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 and then we've got these guys here. So you're looking at this guy, you're looking at this guy, you're looking at this guy. Safety likely drops here, and with this coverage here, what's going to happen is he's going to drop kind of over the top, and you've got here. And so it's a really nice, simple two-man read, smashes. And I've got that. That's really more of a corner than kind of a vertical look there. We'll kind of draw that because that's going to bother me. So it's kind of more of a corner. And so what that'll do is it puts these guys you're looking at this guy in conflict, because this guy here is going to play like I've drawn. He's going to play up over the top. So you've got a lane there to hit that guy in that corner route. And what you're doing is you're looking at this guy here. So if he drives on this route, that means that you can hit that corner route. If he drops underneath the corner route, that means you've got the easy throw under here. Now, like, all of this stuff makes sense if you look at this through the view of West Coast ideology, which is ball control. So listen, if you can just take that, you're looking for the easy throw. If you can take that easy underneath throw, and that's going to get you 5 yards every time, take that easy throw. It's 5 yards every time. It's essentially a run, and then you just move on. You play the next play. It's ball controls, but it's basically putting this man in conflict. So that's what we're doing. So I want to set the stage there, because that is kind of your typical, in this case, China, because it is kind of that the in cutter / pivot, and then you've got that corner out over the top. Now it doesn't go. Now the pressure gets in there. It doesn't go that way. Rodgers throws his feet, but that is the China concept. And again, it's something we're seeing a lot more of with the return of two-man with defenses here. The wrinkle that we've seen, I don't know that I've seen this before out of the Packers. They're going to run this same thing. So they're going to run, I think it's either an in cutter or pivot or something. And then you're going to run a corner. That's terrible. That is terrible. Okay. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Corner, and then you're going to fade this guy over the corner there as well. So you're getting a kind of a 3-level China concept there. You've got this one here where you put this guy in conflict, but you're also fading the speed guy over the top. So you gotta make sure you have a fast guy here, because for the timing for this to work out, he's got to get over the top so that reads the same. And for the quarterback, you can look over there and you can kind of see, you know, you're viewing, you can see all that. You've got that cut. What's he doing? What's he doing? What's he doing? And you've kind of got all of that in your view there. And so we're gonna take a look at this. Here we go. Everyone's kind of sitting around. Rogers goes. All right. There we go. They're all pushing. They're all pushing. And we'll go right here because this is kind of the crucial moment. All right. So what we've got, again, in cut, and we've got breaking. We've got corner route, and we've got breaking over the top. Now, in your typical smash, and this is a long throw, but in your typical smash, that throw comes out, you know, probably slightly earlier than this, and you hit that because this guy here, he's kind of driving. Maybe you don't throw that, maybe you move on because he's, you know, he's there, he's driving, but he's not fully committed yet. But you throw the ball out there. Now here, what we're looking at is this safety here is in here because MVS is pushing and he's fast. You got to respect that speed. So he's pushing out. This guy here, again, fully committed to the corner, which means you've got MVS over the top using that concept. And we'll throw that there. Loads up. You can see right there, he's got an easy angle on him. This man is nowhere in sight. Really nice, big completion of a slight wrinkle of a concept that's been around forever.